All righty. Sorry about that. My entire computer resetted. Yeah. Let's just put it this way. I am very upset about that. All righty. We are back. 28 seconds. Second and 3. Brees. Kamara with the first down and more.
One left with 20 seconds on the first half clock.
I think they had a shot down the field on that one, Mike. A little wheel route. Deontay Harris. This is what you look for against man coverage. Clean little pick. You could tell that they were trying to set this thing up, and I think there was enough of a rump here. Probably could have gotten that one in there.
Welcome back, just for you, Rick H., Josh Jackson,
Harris. Sullivan had the pick six
MicroMike.
of Matthew Stafford last week at Lambeau. But Kamara, once again in the passing game, Kamara is running.
Man,
4
sorry
times for
about
56,
that.
But he has 6 catches.
My computer
for 53,
resetted.
so he's
I lost that
109
stream.
yards on 10
I'm
touches
upset
in his
about
first
that.
half.
Something special. He really is.
All right, we got 20 seconds. First and 10. What's going on, Johnny?
Extension after a couple of
Josh,
excused
what's
absences
going on?
in training camp? Message was sent. Message was delivered. First down, 20 seconds left. Pack rushes 3 underneath. It's Kamara. Stops on a dive. Oh, he made a man miss.
All right, Kamara, gain of about 9 on that play.
Andrews Pete downfield got rolled up on, and he is shaken up. That's an important part of this New Orleans team.
If you guys can hit that
Starting
thumbs
left
up, we
guard
greatly
who's working
appreciate it.
downfield, Pro Bowler last year.
Bam's doing
Saints take that
good.
final timeout. They're going to go back to 12 seconds. The immediate concern, the bigger
Just
issue,
upset right now. I lost that
is Pete.
stream.
as he was working downfield, he ends up Jonathan Garvin making the tackle. Packers defensive player whose body rolls up on the back of Pete.
It just happens all the time. You're down there trying to block, and one of the things you try to do is just keep your feet moving, because running backs and everybody's coming down behind you, and it just happens all the time.
That's how Micheal Thomas got hurt
on,
at the end of the game
Appreciate
against
you
Tampa
coming
Bay
back,
week
brother.
1, and you were a wide receiver out there for years. That was a fear, I'm sure, in the back of your mind when plays are being run behind you.
I was more afraid of our running back, Pete Johnson, than I was of anybody on the defense.
12 seconds remaining. While we have a second, remind you this incredibly busy time.
Oh, there is some copyright music. They're talking about the Stanley Cup. Game 6, Lightning and Stars tomorrow.
I got to go to bed at some point.
All right,
oh,
number
man,
75.
I've never seen line shifts happen like every 25 seconds. They were just flying up and down.
Playing back-to-back in overtime games. It's playoff hockey at its finest. And this is one of the finest of the Green Bay offensive linemen. Pete, who's played all over that line, Pro Bowl the last couple of years. Saints, I should say, beg your pardon. Broke his arm last year, missed some time. The Packers lost Christian Kirksey earlier, and we hear he is questionable with the shoulder injury that he suffered. And they're holding Pete there, and they're going to bring the card out and take him off the field. So they'll move Nick Easton over to the left guard, and the first-round pick, Ruiz, will jump in there at right guard. That's a significant loss, Chris. They spent so much money, investment, and quality on that middle, protecting Drew Brees with those guards and centers.
Yeah, the real strength of this team really are the 2 tackles, and this center, Eric McCoy, is becoming pretty good as well. But they do such a fantastic job. You know, we talk about it all the time with Drew Brees, right? He's not the tallest guy in the world, so you really need that interior 3 to be very stout and to not give a lot of ground. And, of course, Anders Pete's really good at doing that.
And so Ruiz will slide in there. So no timeouts for the Saints here. It's 2nd and 2 at the 10. There's 12 seconds left without timeouts.
Can't take a sack.
What's going on, Mike?
And Brees, end zone shot, incomplete. Cook never got even close to getting open.
Yeah, Micheal Thomas is actually injured. He's inactive today.
You just look for who is the guy that Drew Brees really believes in, right? Well, that was pretty close to being pass interference there, too.
Kevin King.
But who is the guy that in these tight situations, when it was 1,000% Micheal Thomas, who does he really have faith to throw that and anticipate it? And the simple answer is it's Alvin Kamara. And that's what they haven't been able to break out of.
And here an underneath route may not be enough. 3rd and 2. Brees end zone shot again.
Oh, touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. Got a touchdown, Drew Brees to Emmanuel Sanders.
Picture, one he's been waiting to take for a long time.
Just remember this play. They get quarters coverage, and they go double slant, so the inside slant is going to take the safety
my
out
first
of there,
first overall
high,
pick.
And I
lost
say remember
Christian
that
McCaffrey.
play, because if that's the play that jump starts the relationship between Drew Brees and Emmanuel Sanders, this is going to be a much better team. That is a tremendous drive before the half.
It's a Super Bowl champion. The guy's played in 3 Super Bowls. And Sanders comes up with a big touchdown before the half, and Lutz adds the extra point. 17-13.
All right, Will Lutz, 17-13. What's going on, Clutch Falcon?
Fans like it. All this is set up by this inside guy clearing that safety out of there. Simple quarters coverage. They do it all the time on the goal line. Up high, had to throw it over the linebacker.
Yeah.
And oh, baby, does that feel good to push one down the field and get a touchdown out of it to the guy you've been trying to awaken in Emmanuel Sanders.
And Chris, I love the point that you made about that, as Aaron Rodgers knows his team's going to have to come from behind when they get the ball and start the second half. The reaction there with Brees and Sanders.
It's going to be a nail biter, but I got the Saints winning.
Here's a guy who's thrown, 552 touchdown passes now, more than anybody in the history of the league. But that reaction was a little bit different from Brees. And you said it's that building of trust on the field in a big spot when you absolutely had to have it.
That was an I trust you throw right there. It sure was. But you have to remember, Emmanuel Sanders, 6 of the last 7 years, he's caught at least 60 passes. So this guy's a star. He just hasn't been used like a star.
One out as well.
Figure it out with what the Saints do, and that may go a long way to doing that. Ground ball scooped up by Irvin.
Irvin got to the 30.
29-yard line as we get to the
29-yard line.
First half. Each team scores
that
10
is
in
half.
the second.
So Packers will receive the second half kick. It will be the Packers football to start the second half. But I am going to go on a quick halftime break, and I got to make a phone call to see why my computer still gives me the blue screen of death. Because if I lose another stream, I am going to freak out. And you might see a random stream pop up that says rant. But I will be back to start the second half. And I'll be with you guys in the chat, as well. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the second half.
It's the MP. It's the LP. It's the LP.
All right. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody is having a great Sunday. What's going on, Jimmy Touchdown? Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the other stream. I got the blue screen of death, as I call it. and my computer restarted, and with the software I am now using, it completely killed that stream. And yeah, because I switched over to Streamlabs now, and it is a little bit different than regular OBS. And I would have been able maybe to save the other one if I was on regular OBS. But with that now, I cannot. What's going on, Connie? Connie, I'm going to give you a moderator tag because you are a member. Hopefully your wrench and Just Be Used wrench kicks in. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just Be You. You know, guys got to show that grown man behavior, not grown boy, but that grown man behavior, you know, especially if there's a grown woman behavior. But I will say this, women do make it hard on us fellas. But that's all love, saying it out of love. Appreciate the 20 in the building. Or I should say 18 in the building. We still have halftime. Absolutely, MVP. Y'all females make it difficult on us men. Yeah, I'm having some tech issues too. My stream went down, and yeah, definitely stinks. But gonna roll with the punches and keep on going. Oh, that is hashtag facts. Just Be You. It definitely does go both ways. It definitely goes both ways. But, you know, us guys make it difficult for y'all females, and you females make it difficult on us guys. It's a perfect match. Oh, man. It is definitely a perfect match, though.
Aaron, your serve.
All right, we are back like cross straps.
So we're in that mode. Will Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, let me take off the halftime.
And watch it drop. Packers will start at their own 25, and here is Micheal Thomas.
I don't lie, I tell the truth. And her mic is off. Great job.
You guys hear me?
We got
there
you
we
now,
go.
T.
Technical difficulties. Hey, Matt LaFleur said, you know, that he knew Sean Payton was going to be patient with the run game, and so to help slow that down, he wants to see
All
more
right,
of his
it is
defenders
first
around the
and
ball.
10.
He also acknowledged his offense has been stalling in the red zone. He said that's been our Achilles heel, and
Ball
it's
back to
catching up with them
25.
tonight.
Green Bay with the
Thank
first
you.
possession of the second
This
half.
thing started at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers,
And Rodgers will
play action,
He's
throws
going
it
up over the top.
downfield.
It's incomplete.
and incomplete. Was looking for Valdez-Scantling.
Who was well covered.
In case you didn't know.
Oh, there is some copywritten music. I do have to mute it for. As soon as the game resumes, I will be resuming the game audio. I just cannot play the copywritten music.
I thought
And we're
Mahomes had a
back.
trademark on that no-look deal.
You know, these quarterbacks, they can't stand it. Somebody else comes up with something.
Number 25, Rodgers protected and off the hands of Lazard and incomplete. It'll bring up third down for the Green Bay offense.
Now Malcolm Jenkins coming with
All
a
right,
blitz
3rd and
off the
10.
corner, and that was well picked up that time by Aaron Jones. And Jones will tell you, he goes, blocking just didn't come all that naturally to me, but if he didn't at least get in the way right there, that was going to be a major headache for his quarterback. Malcolm Jenkins, boy, he is one smart cookie. He knows what's happening at all times. He's a coach out there. The closer he is the line of scrimmage like now, the more dangerous he is.
319 up. All right, third try, pulls the trigger. 3rd and 10, 2 incompletions.
Rodgers
Shot
with a
down
deep
field.
bomb and got it. Lazard got it to the 3-yard line.
Second home run shot, beat P.J. Williams. It's a gain of 72.
72-yard bomb.
Same thing, that quarters coverage. His man is going to be way back here in the back end, and because there's other deep
Ooh,
routes
he got
being
burnt
run,
like fried
that
chicken.
is up to P.J. Williams to
Barbecue
try and stay
chicken
with
alert.
Lazard. But
P.J.
again,
Williams.
look at the high arcing throw. That one didn't look like Lazard was going to get there when that was first thrown, but because it had so much air underneath it, like a Russell Wilson throw.
Lazard with 5
tracked it
receptions for 139 yards and a touch.
Now Malik Taylor is in at wide receiver, and so is Darius Shepard. Rodgers is blitzed, lost it to the pylon for Jones.
Got it.
And incomplete.
Incomplete
How many
pass.
times have we watched Rodgers and it's this receiver or that receiver who you don't know much about, and they come
I
up
think
with big
Rodgers,
play
if
after
you
big
would
play.
Yeah,
just
it
add a little
is
bit of patience.
So much easier when you get a
Could
guy
have actually
who
got that
knows what he's
touchdown
doing.
to
And then
Aaron
did
Jones.
you see sort of the trajectory of that throw?
Yeah.
His shoulders back. He's not looking to throw it
miss,
long.
then boom.
He's looking to throw it
Absolutely.
high, so the ball will drop down.
That's why Aaron
into the
Rodgers is a
receiver.
bad
when you throw those
man.
line drives, it's got to be perfect. When you throw those high arcing balls, it gives the receiver a chance.
2nd and goal. Inside give with Jones.
Aaron
Aaron
Jones.
Slam it in there.
Gain of about a
Saints
yard
hold
on that play.
Jenkins up the top. And Marcus Williams, the safety, was also holding on for dear life to limit the gain. 3rd down coming up.
We talked about Cam Jordan, one of the great pass rushers in the game, but his ability to slide in and make big plays on the goal line is huge. And he's going
this
against a
definitely
good
could be
blocker
the
there,
NFC
Mercedes
title
Lewis
game.
as well.
This could be it. Saints, Bucks
Keeping
could
Jones
be
from
it.
that extra yard. 3rd and goal.
Bucks,
Sean Payton said this game would be
Bucks
won
and
in the
Packers
red
could be
zone.
it.
So far, he's been dead on.
Jones in motion, looking his way, he's covered.
Rodgers.
Out of the pocket.
Whoa,
Fires,
almost
incomplete.
got it to Lewis.
Mercedes Lewis. So it'll bring up 4th and goal. Let's see what
Yeah,
Matt
Bucks
LaFleur's gonna
Seahawks
do.
could also be it.
Go for it down here.
Yeah, I tell you, Malcolm
Dangerous.
Jenkins twice on this drive ended up with Aaron Jones one-on-one.
TB12.
One time he made him change his route. Maybe gave him a little hug on that one, threw him to the ground. But when you got the top receiving threat out of the backfield and you're 2 for 2, pretty
All right,
impressive.
4th and goal. They're going for
Like you
it.
said, this is a game where points are going to be scored. So down
Only
here,
a
you go
yard
for
and a
it.
half.
4th and goal. Inside Jones.
Oh, Jones with a touchdown.
Let's go for it. Let's celebrate. Green Bay takes the lead.
Hey, let's go.
Well, it's Mercedes Lewis that time ended up getting the better of it.
What's going on, Plan
This
B?
is some battle been going on all night long
Yeah,
out here with Cameron
Russell Wilson
Jordan
is definitely playing
just
on another
enough
level.
to get Jones into the end zone. It has been those big plays. You know, the big plays from Aaron Rodgers tonight have, let's put them in front.
Here's the blocking. They were telling us, Matt LaFleur talked about Mercedes Lewis. He's much more of a blocker now after those first 12 years with Jacksonville. And
Crosby set the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good.
Difference maker. That veteran, that.
And the Green Bay Packers take a 3-point advantage. What's going on, Michael Johnson? I don't think the Buccaneers are going to go to the Super Bowl, but I definitely have a good feeling that they could be in the AFC title game. Especially if Gronkowski could come into his own in that Bruce Arians offense. Hey, those Lions, man. I was going with the Cardinals. That reverse psychology, man. That reverse psychology definitely got that dub. So the Lions could actually be 2-14 on the year. Possibly 3-13. But definitely going to take it one game at a time with those Lions. Because I still want Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn fired. I mean, if they play on a consistent basis how they did today, okay, fine. They could play out the year. But it's one game. I need consistency. I don't care if it's a comeback victory. I don't care if you barely held on to a lead. As long as you win and you're playing actual defense on a consistent basis, win, lose, or draw, I'm okay with that. But defense wins championships.
Gen Stats powered by our friends at AWS, and it's all about Drew.
Oh, there is some copyrighted music. They try to get me. Drew Brees is averaging about 4.2 yards per pass.
It worked.
All right,
for
we are back.
Long time. Just a very different two styles of running offenses, and both of them are working right now.
Yeah. Hey, you said the one thing out of the Brees stats in the first
facts.
2 games that maybe is a little concerning was the 65%.
Definitely want to send a shout out to Jeff Okuda on his
Tonight,
first
14 of 17
career
20%
interception
was,
today.
Back near
We got a touchback. Ball's going to be
is
placed at the
record-setting
25.
the last few years. Touchback. And Brees and the Saints offense will start at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and my fear for the Green Bay Packers on defense now without Kirksey, they're not a big linebacker team anyway. You know, I mean, Chris Barnes and Kirksey, they're both about 230, 235. They're more built for coverage. You expect to be in shootouts with Aaron Rodgers, and so you want to be able to rush the passer and cover, and Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith off the edge and do all that kind of stuff. But sometimes just lining up and stopping the run without Kenny Clark can be a chore.
We saw 44 Ty Summers. He's in there at that inside linebacker. Christian Kirksey, shoulder injury, out for the rest of the
Murray
game.
with a gain of about 2 on that play.
I was just going to mention that he's been downgraded to out, a shoulder injury. We observed them looking at Kirksey's right shoulder. But Matt LaFleur told me at halftime he's really comfortable with Ty Summers wearing the dot on the helmet and being in there, saying
so
he's
Kirksey
practiced it and he was
out
ready.
of this bowl game.
7th-round pick last year out of TCU. That was a quarterback in high school, so he's used to being in control of the huddle, but on the other side of the ball. And back in high school, it's a little bit different going up against a future Hall of Famer in Brees.
He's not too comfortable.
Second and
Now, let me just give you one stat to see
Gain
how
of about
comfortable he is.
3 on that
Zero
play
career defensive snaps
for
until
Alvin
tonight.
Kamara.
It's comfortable, though, right?
Comfortable.
We mentioned friends and family could be at the game here tonight.
Oh,
So
that's
Drew
facts.
Brees'
That's
family's
facts,
up there.
Plan B.
The 3 boys and their daughter, and Brittany, his wife. Everybody's up there watching the game, and 750 was the cap that was put on for friends and family to come into the stadium here tonight as they start to take the baby steps towards seeing how many fans you can get back in here. Minimal concessions, no alcohol being sold tonight. 3rd and 5, and Drew throws complete.
All right, got a first down. Emmanuel Sanders.
At the end of the first half, gets the first down here out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they're starting now to get Sanders in motion. They brought a blitz off the far side, and so he brings them in motion across the way and just makes them back off just a little bit. Kevin King is a guy that is big. He's 6'3". He's physical. He likes to jam people off the line of scrimmage. So tonight, the Saints obviously are using some motion to not allow him those bump and run techniques.
From the 40,
Drew Brees.
back to throw.
Got it to Emmanuel Sanders. Or no, that's not Emmanuel Sanders.
47 on the Packers side of midfield.
Cook with
Usually
the
the
first
story
down.
is always the same thing when you're talking about the Packers. It's who in the heck is going to block these guys on the edge. Darius Smith here. But you also have 2 of the best tackles in football, and Teron Armstead, Ryan Ramczyk going for the Saints. So if you just like football within football, watch those 2 tackles and watch those 2 pass rushers.
Remind you that Cesar Ruiz
Facts,
is in
Plan
there
B.
at guard. Nick Easton moved over to left guard. Andrews Pete injured at the end of that first
Play
half.
action, Taysom
this
Hill.
time, loading up, looking deep. Now
Takes
taking
off.
And Hill to the 39.
Got a gain of about 8, maybe 9 on that play.
Lines up all over the place and does a little bit of everything.
You know, there are just some opportunities here. And watch Traquan Smith here. They get the linebackers to step up. There's a nice hole in there, but I just don't think there's that throw should be gone. It should be right there. But again, we end up with Taysom. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like you want to see it all. You want to see this team, and I think that they're going to grow into themselves, and they'll get Thomas back.
Latavius Murray.
This time he's going to be stopped. That's Ty Summers.
No gain on
coming
that
in there
play.
to make the play, so it'll be 3rd down at a yard coming up. You know, Sean Payton was talking about just that, Chris, because we've seen this offense look just wonderful, beautiful. And it reminded me of soccer in Brazil. They call it the beautiful game because it wasn't if the national team won. They just had to be artistic and stylistic. And Sean said, this doesn't have to be aesthetically pleasing to be successful. And right now, it's more just meat and potatoes as opposed to the beautiful offense that we used to see from the Saints the last few years.
They'll get there. I mean, you can't take out the best receiver in football.
Derrn was from Honduras.
They go quick on 3rd and 1, and Murray continues
Got a first down by Murray.
run it up hard into that hole and get a first down. He kept the bodies going to the 33-yard line.
What's going on, Charles?
His 11th
Absolutely.
carry of the night, Latavius Murray. Good compliment to Alvin Kamara.
I don't know about win, but scouting the next opponent.
Yeah, and they're not doing anything fancy. Speaking of a non-beautiful game, I like this stuff, but just coming straight off, man blocking. Let's just go get them. Our guys are better than your guys. We're going to see if we can push you off the line of scrimmage, and they did that. Once that line of scrimmage starts to move back, there's no way to stop them short of the first down.
Taysom Hill in motion.
Brees
Throws it. Wide open to Kamara. Got the first down and out of bounds.
Comfortably gain about 14 yards and take it in the red zone.
Here's the other problem you have now with Kirksey being out of there. You're playing against Drew Brees.
Wow, he
and
balled
he's
out
this
today.
Ultimate smart quarterback, right? And so he's going to do some changes. He's going to read what you're doing. There's some simpler defenses now being played by the Green Bay Packers.
Now, I think
And
next
you
year the
wonder whether or not
Tampa Bay
Ty
Buccaneers
Summers can keep
will
up with the
probably be
checks
your Super Bowl
against Drew
champ.
Brees without a full week of practice.
I just think because the Super Bowl's in Miami, or I'm sorry, in Tampa Bay, they can't make the playoffs or the Super Bowl.
Murray to the left for a yard. Not much more before he's brought
Latavius
down
Murray got
by
a
Chris
yard on that
Barnes,
play.
rookie out of
It's going to be
UCLA.
2nd and 9.
Free agent who made this Packers team coming out of camp.
Yeah, Chris Barnes has been impressive so far. He's had 15 snaps in each game. and his second on the team with 10 tackles coming in. So he hasn't been in a lot, but when he has been, he's done a really nice job.
Appreciate that. Hey, MicroMike was also doing live play-by-play.
Second down here for the Saints.
I was actually doing it as a Cardinals fan, though.
The second half, Hackers scored on their opening drive, and Ty Summers finds himself across the line of scrimmage, matching blitz with Brees.
All right, second and 9. Drew Brees throws it. Dropped it.
Smith couldn't haul it in.
Traquan Smith.
I played quarterback long enough to know how much trust it takes to climb up into the pocket like this. I mean, there are bodies flying all around, and his eyes don't flinch at all. I mean, they're just looking at the coverage. Do you know how hard it is not looking at a 300-pounder who's coming in, trying to take your head off?
All right, Drew Brees is 6 for 6 for 52 yards and a touchdown on third down.
That they can do that.
With third and 9, Kamara. Oh! Short.
Down here at the 12-yard line.
Fourth down.
And what will Sean Payton do?
He said he was going to be aggressive, but he's back in that 3-yard range that he didn't go for it last time.
And he's going to go for it.
All right, fourth
you can
and
really,
3.
truly see the wheels grinding there, looking up at the board.
Right? That's hard. This is almost one of those, if you had a great two-point conversion
by 14.
play, you know, that, you know what I mean?
Back
Where you
Grid.
can just take advantage of the idea.
I will never go with the Packers.
3 yards and we
But
need
Charles, if you want,
now.
put exclamation point vote, Bates and Packers.
Yeah, let's go for it. Come on.
You know, register that vote.
3. Tried to draw him off. Armstead moved. Hope he could catch the Packers in the neutral zone, and we'll find out.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. Remains fourth down.
So Lutz and the field goal unit will come on. Let's take a peek back at that play.
No question the Packers flinched, but did he get into the neutral zone?
Welcome back, Hollywood.
Terry?
No, he didn't get in the neutral zone. He's got to get into it, and then the offense is protected. He just moves slightly
Will
forward,
Lutz with
not
the
enough to put him in the
35-yard
zone.
field goal
Good call
attempt.
for false start.
I laugh every time you just say Terry. Lutz from 35.
Taking a lot of money.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
He's working hard. Come on.
All right, we got a tie ball game. 20-20 with 5:55 remaining in the third quarter. Oh, appreciate that, Connie. Yeah, I faded it out and all that. I did all that. And hold on, I'll show you. I also did this. I also straightened out my hair. Yeah, I had to straighten it because it was getting like Troy Polamalu-ish. Oh, that goes okay. Well, there goes the hairband. Well, I guess we're gonna rock out with the long hair down. No, no head and shoulders, though. But literally, if I took some gel, I could probably get my hair as curly as Troy Polamalu. But like once I get out of the shower and just have my hair air dry and it's down, let's just put it this way: it is fro-ish.
Boxing huge fights
All right,
over the years.
we are back.
That block punt.
Like the Steve Gleason block punt. Yeah. I mean, 14 years ago, back on Friday, when they reopened after Hurricane
Facts.
Katrina.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart.
All right, there's some copyrighted music. Blake says, just screaming, ooh, ah, and spear someone. Trox Reigns, I dig it. Do you know why my finishing move is a spear? All right, we are back.
We've been playing a long time and all even, and these two quarterbacks sort of going punch for punch here.
Last 3 drives have ended up in points. And now
Trox
Rodgers
is to
serves.
buy.
Start from the 25.
Play fake.
Against Robert Tonyan.
Got it to Tanyan. Got the first down. Ball at the 40.
40-yard
And
line.
out of bounds.
16 on that one.
Yes, Blaze. Trox
Remember
Reigns.
when we were watching Cam Newton the other night and this little read option? Look at this little hop step here. Aaron Rodgers was watching that too. He said, I bet that would work on a bootleg. Pulls it off and the whole defense went flying that way. We haven't seen that bootleg out of that action.
I just love where football is going right now. Just the creativity on the offensive side. Defensive
Aaron
coordinators,
Rodgers
it's been a
11 for
nightmare
20 for
them.
195
Plus, these guys
yards.
can go on the road and not deal with crowd noise, so they can use that in their arsenal. But the creativity and the ability of folks has just been great. That's a hot read out there.
Valdez Scantling with a gain of about 6.
Take it out to the
85 on that play.
And you just wonder, because Aaron Rodgers goes in the huddle, right?
Right.
And so he has 2 plays. And he can pick either one
That
of
hair
those 2
just
plays.
ain't fair.
But that's just the beginning.
Hey,
so there's like
Miss
5
Johnson,
options.
don't hate
off
'cause my hair
each of those 2
luxurious.
plays. And so when they say, yeah, the coach is calling the play from the sideline, yeah, but not really.
What's going on,
Because Aaron
Jack?
Rodgers has the
Says
last look at the
Titans
defense.
won
He knows what
today.
he wants to do, and he just scored.
Absolutely.
And you saw him smiling.
That was a thriller, too.
When FBS came back to the huddle. And then you give it to Jones.
Aaron Jones with a first
gets it
down.
to the 45-yard line for a first down. So we're talking about Aaron Jones and what a great kid he is. Everybody
Makes me
around
wanna
the
grow
Packers
mine
loves
out.
this guy. Did you see him when he came into the stadium? Jack Collinsworth interviewed him on Football Night in America that had the sunglasses. That is him. It's his personality, but so well raised. His parents, sergeant majors in the U.S. Army.
Vikings are
He's
0-3.
just really gregarious, cares about the community, cares about his team, and his teammates absolutely love him. It's been fun to watch his success on the field match the quality person he is away from it.
Yeah, Jack wears all that stuff at home.
From the 45, Rodgers pressures
Rodgers airs it down. Oh, almost.
Tyler Irvin in a flag.
Irvin. There is some
That was gonna get
flags on the
completed,
play.
but it'll move it downfield as Marcus Williams looks like the guilty party here.
Pass interference, defense, number 43. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul, automatic. First down.
All right. Pass interference on
It
Williams.
actually was a really great play by Marcus Williams at the beginning. He came flying up and knew he was dead on this pick. He's going to come right up, and he goes, uh-oh, and he ends up getting back over the top, and so he gets
Stole it.
there.
That's what's up.
But he gets there just a little too quickly. That ball was not going to be caught anyway.
19 yards on that penalty, and the
Hey, that's
odometer
fast,
keeps
Miss
turning on
Connie.
the Saints penalty yards this year. Tyler Irvin on a good run by Irvin.
All right, Irvin got it to the 20-yard line.
Around to the 21, so a good first down pickup by
Oh, that's
Irvin.
facts. This is going to be a fun fourth quarter.
Plays do to
Get
a
your
defense.
popcorn ready.
You end up with a handoff from Rodgers.
Two great
but they
quarterbacks
have
going
three
head to
wide
head.
Receivers out here, so he's going to hand it off and fake. But watch, all these guys have to react that way. So there's no pursuit going the other way. That's what these new look offenses do to defense.
All right, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5, straight handoff. Jones tries to
Aaron Jones
and Janoris Jenkins throws
got
him
it to
down,
the
bring up third down.
17-yard line.
And about 2 yards coming up for the Packers as they slide inside the red zone here. 2:55 in this third quarter, all even at 20.
Boy, here we go. All these decisions get big now, don't they? Again, I think
Here we
they're
go.
Appreciate that, Jack.
Unless they lose yardage.
Here we go. Money talk.
Twice here.
3rd and 2. Lewis was covered by Jenkins. Throws back to
Oh!
adjustment. Touchdown.
Wow!
That had to be a
He got a touchdown.
And Jenkins was saying,
Mercedes Lewis.
You cannot
Wow.
review pass interference anymore. I thought for maybe I'm wrong. Let's take a look.
Mercedes Lewis
Terry.
with a touchdown.
All right, Chris. Does he shove and push off, extend and create separation? It appears to me he does. You see the body language of the defender? He separates himself from that defender. I really believe that should have been offensive pass interference.
You know, we saw it in the Dallas game earlier this year, too. Defenders are getting pretty good
All right,
at
Mason
playing a role
Crosby
there and snapping back.
set to kick
and you
the
wonder
extra
if the
point.
referees are starting to adjust to that, too.
The kick is
Good
up,
job by
and the
J.K.
kick
Scott
is
to scoop it up there.
good.
It's almost like they've learned from
It's a
watching the
7-point lead. The Green Bay Packers 27, New Orleans 20. We got 2:17 remaining in the third quarter. And as soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio, but due to the commercials and copywritten music, I do have to mute it. What? The Miami Heat knocks off the Boston Celtics.
Oh my God!
That's insane. Hey, LeBron won championships with the Miami Heat. Now he is with the LA Lakers. That is a storyline and a half. On top of that, the Lakers are in the finals with also the passing of Kobe Bryant and Gianna Bryant as well. So we got ourselves a great NBA Finals. Yeah, Lakers definitely going to win it. I'll say Lakers in no more than 6 games. As long as it doesn't interfere with football, I probably will be doing the NBA Finals. As long as it doesn't interfere with Monday, Sunday, or Thursday. Okay, Spotlight Sports Network is going to also be doing the NBA Finals. So if I am not doing a football game, definitely head over there and we can get my brother to 400 subscribers. Hey, we are 5 away from Spotlight Sports Network hitting 400 subs. That's awesome. Hey, keep grinding, brother. Keep on grinding. Plan B says Jimmy Buckets. Facts. I know he got a chip on his shoulder.
Chris?
We've been debating this one the entire break. The left hand is really the one in question.
What's
does
going
that
on,
extend
Alan
far enough?
Olivier?
And does that throw Jenkins back
Russell
enough
Wilson is on fire.
for the foul?
Hashtag
The
facts.
right hand really went over the top. So debate at home, too.
All right, to the 20, down at the 25.
Even though it started deep in the end zone, so we'll start from the 25. So remember, we're talking about Rodgers and not getting the first-round draft pick support because he's only thrown one touchdown pass to a first-round pick in his career. Well, he doubled that right there, two, both to Lewis. And Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, slightly more first-round talent to throw to over their years.
I think that's what's changed more than
Wow,
anything
Aaron
else
Rodgers
in the game
only
of
has
football.
2
Is
passes,
quarterbacks
2 touchdown
willingness
passes
to throw the ball
to a
up
first-round
and give the receivers a chance. You know, you've got a big guy down the field and Lewis. Just throw it up there.
Packers
Somebody's
Nation,
gonna
what are you
rebound
guys
that
doing not
basketball.
giving that
I
bad
think
man
it's going to be my guy.
receivers
and
like
indeed
that?
It was that time.
Here you go, Mike 4-4.
So now back to Brees. And the
Yeah,
Saints
he was
offense
awesome with the
down
ball.
7.
Drew
downfield, the
Brees
flag is down.
gets out of
Nobody was
pressure.
open. Brees escaping and will be out of the pocket.
Oh,
It's
he
thrown
threw
away.
it out of bounds. Flag's on the
Check
play,
flag
though.
thrown in the secondary. Looks like a hold on Green Bay.
Greg will look like trots
Holding.
tomorrow.
Defense, number 20. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
All right,
Kevin King.
Kevin King
This is
to the
what
guilty party.
Kevin King likes to do. He wants to get up on the line of scrimmage. He wants to be physical. He wants to beat up the receiver. Got that hand inside, and I think that's what they saw.
Yep, that's exactly what they saw.
The penalty taking 5 out to the 30-yard line. Alvin Kamara, 58 on the ground, 81
All right,
receiving yards here tonight. And there he goes.
Kamara,
Won't get too far. Darnell
no
Savage
gain
Jr.
on that play.
Up from his safety spot will limit the gain. Inside of 2 minutes left here in the third.
That was a run blitz right there. Darnell Savage coming down with the motion right there. But he knows something's coming, and he's just going to come right off the edge behind it here and make a play because they know
We got
they are
69
vulnerable
in the
inside
building.
with all
Can we
the
get
injuries that
28
they have right now.
and
But
28
you
likes?
turn it
Can we
into
get up to
2nd and
50
10,
likes?
Now you get to play your style of defense.
And the Packers personnel department would probably like us to say he's a first-round pick. All those we didn't spend on receivers, that's one there. And the Saints forced to take a timeout here.
All right, the Saints take a timeout. That is the first of the second half. Saints have 2 timeouts, and the Green Bay Packers do have all 3. Absolutely, Grid. Giggity, giggity. All right. Hollywood said, you said that we won't be number 1 seed again. We gonna show you up. Come on. What's going on, Matthew Huntley, or AKA Fire All of Them? Okay, finally can sit and relax. Entertain me, Trav. Hey, as the Gridiron Blitz would say, I am an entertainer. I entertain. I have never seen ads pop up during a live stream. What's up with that? I'm not too sure. Hollywood, 9 and 7 is your ceiling, says Rick. Then Hollywood said, and then you woke up, Rick. The Lions won. I found out I pay more than Trump in taxes. It was a good day. Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals will sweep you. Hair is great and all, but it's the skin and heart underneath all the hair that really matters. Hey, that is hashtag facts. Hashtag facts. I'm actually, the reason why I'm growing out my hair is actually to donate it for kids with cancer. We are getting ready to set with the remainder of this third quarter.
A game
when
like
we're
this.
back.
Primetime game, these quarterbacks, these teams, perennials in the playoffs. Brees, downfield.
Brees, oh,
Just shy of
caught
midfield.
it. Emmanuel Sanders.
It'll be at the 48 as he came back for it. And a gain of
First
18.
down.
Does he catch it?
He does.
Yeah, all good. Had to come back for it and secured it.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Packers are
family that
trying to
either
get into
passed
some
away
of
with
their
cancer
blitz
or
looks
also
with Kadarius
has had
Smith
cancer.
going
So,
back inside, but they really have had
you know,
no
it's my way to
success
kind of
with that
give
tonight.
back.
That's been such a great package, and it's just not working tonight.
Brees looked deep, covered, comes back.
Kamara, whoa, shakes out of one tackle. Out of two tackles, got the first down. Got a blocker ahead to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Kamara. Wow, what a play. What a play.
That was a great play by Kamara. I'm not going to say more. He was fantastic. I already told you, I think he's the best back in football.
He broke out of 3 tackles.
Eric McCoy.
And that should have been actually a tackle for a loss.
May have outrun Kamara to get in front of him for that block. It was amazing to watch.
Wow. It's fun watching all the players on both sidelines looking up at the video
All
board.
right, it looks like we're going to have a 27-point fourth
He wanted
quarter.
to throw it deep, and it just wasn't there.
Lutz for the tie.
Kick is up. Kick is
You
good.
cannot go to sleep on this one. This is great. Back and forth we go. All even at 27.
Credit the offensive line. This play took a long
What's going on,
time.
Michael
Brees
Collins?
wanted to go deep down the field, just wasn't there. Comes back.
Welcome
He always
back,
knows
brother.
where 41 is, right? And then here he goes. Now watch McCoy out in front. Like, whoa, 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 hold on, I got you. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah,
That
McCoy was going.
fantastic. That block
dude.
is what set up that
Woo.
touchdown.
That dude
That's
was
amazing.
going.
He's running with Kamara.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm telling you. I started cheering for him when he was running down the field. I lost track of Kamara. Watch him out in front of this play.
Yeah, he was
Slow
getting
down right
it.
here for him just a little bit. Now watch him jump.
McCoy was getting
He
it.
got it done.
And that one little
I'll
block
tell you, Kamara is special.
sprung him
He
loose
really
for that
is.
touchdown.
He kind of coasted, almost got caught there at the end, but Eric McCoy, second-round pick last year out of Texas A&M, is on the all-rookie team. He'll make some all-something other teams if he keeps doing it like that.
Wow, and he sparkles, too.
Yeah, that's $1 million smile, that's for sure.
That's about a $40 million smile. He deserves it. Man, what a player he is. How about that guy? Eric McCoy. I love that.
All right,
Kamara now has
kick is up.
91 total yards from scrimmage and a couple
And we got
of
a
touchdowns.
touchback going to be at
And
the
he's tied this
25-yard
game at
line.
27, Michelle.
Yeah, how much of it is natural and how much of it is hard work? Well, for
All right, I do have to mute the game audio with copywritten music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. They're showing Alvin Kamara working out.
up here.
Changed a lot. Did all that workout stuff that you were talking about there. Got a
All right,
plant-based
Justin,
diet.
you have a
Chef,
wonderful night.
changed his
Appreciate
body.
you for coming out.
Drew Brees looked at us and said, for some reason,
And I see you got your wrench.
Man, does he ever. All right, Aaron, your turn. Here we go.
All right, Rodgers.
The tight end.
Tunyon got the first
Shoulder
down.
gains 14 yards at the back end of the third quarter.
That might do it for the third
Every
quarter.
once in a while, you watch a football game. We've seen a couple already this season. You go, be all right with me if they played 4 out of 7. Let's just see them. Wouldn't it be cool, really? What if the Super Bowl were 2 out of 3? And you just had to, all right, you're going to see one, and then you had to adjust. And these two teams just are flying up and down the field.
14 for the Packers, 10 for...
Oh, all right, that is the end of the third quarter. We are tied at 27 apiece, heading into the money quarter, the fourth quarter. Appreciate the 70 in the building. If you guys can get those thumbs up, let's try to hit at least 50 likes. Be greatly appreciated. I do Monday Night Football as the next stream. Then after that, I will be putting out some content videos. And Thursday Night Football, I'll be on. I do all the primetime games as well as I do I'll be putting up the 1 o'clock games, either Detroit Lions or the CBS game, up for vote. And I will let you guys all vote on what game I do. What's going on, Mike? Says, guess who's back? Forget the pack. Do Lions ever get Monday Night Football games? Once in a while. Last time we had it, we got the 2 hands to the face against these cheeseheads. And both calls were not real calls, but the refs called it. They don't have one this year. They just have Thanksgiving Thursday at noon. Hey, shout out to you, Mike. Says, second favorite team, whoever's playing the Packers this week. Facts. You think the Lions will win this year? Tim, we won actually today. We beat the Arizona Cardinals. I think we got about another 2 more wins. All right, we are back for the fourth quarter.
Chris Collinsworth, Micheal Thomas. Packers first down at their own 39.
I don't think we're going to beat the Saints.
Tyler Irving came in motion, and Rodgers gets it to him. And there is
Irving
space after the
got about 5 yards on that play.
Pulls him down. Gain of 5.
That was some tackle in the open field. That was something else. Irvin is just almost uncatchable in the open field, and for Jenkins to make that play, that had a chance to go. Sometimes it's the plays that turn into nothing that are the biggest plays in the game, and we just don't give the defensive guys enough credit.
They got Alvin Kamara. It's going to be a tough sled to try to stop him.
Jamal Williams in the backfield. Rodgers fakes to him, pressure in his face, and he just gets rid of it. That's Trey Hendrickson, who's had a sack each of the first 2 games.
Almost got the sack.
And he and Aaron share a little giggle and a laugh. And third down coming up, and they'll go at it again.
Mario Davis was right out there as well. That was strong coverage. Hendrickson has been such a pleasant surprise this year. Already leads them with 2 sacks. And they really need him to pick up the pace while they're waiting on Marcus Davenport to get back.
This is where it would be nuts loud in here. Rodgers has used hard count on third down a couple of times.
All right, 3rd and 5.
Stewart, yo.
We got to get to the 49-yard line to get the first.
And they get to a run, and it's Williams.
Jamal Williams. Oh, fumbled it.
It's going to be marked down a yard.
Oh, they marked him down.
First down, so it's 4th down at the 49-yard line. A minute into the 4th.
Well, I mean, you can just tell the breeding.
Hey, thank God for that Week 5 bye.
You know, when you get in these moments of the game,
we have a bye week, Week 5.
Like Greg Williams. He wants to be up there. He wants to take the fight to the offense. He's got all those guys in those A gaps and charging.
In the world where 4th and 1, people go for it more often. Here go the Pack. 4th and 1 in a tie game on their side of midfield.
You have the guts to throw it. You have man coverage all over the field here.
Rodgers could take a timeout.
No, he wants a fresh clock. It's like, guys.
All right, 4th and 1.
That's what we're going to get here.
Clock was not reset on the play clock when we switch footballs. Please put the clock at 13:25. It will start on my wind, and put the play clock at 17 seconds.
Terry McCauley switching footballs. They bring in a K-ball for kicking. Is that the deal here?
They do, and if the offense decides to go for it, they've got to switch back, which they did on this play. If there's any administrative delay, they're going to pump the clock up and give the offense more time.
Gotcha. So no timeout needs to be taken. And it's 4th and 1, and they're still looking like they're going to go for it or draw them off. They're going to go. And second.
Oh! No good!
Marshawn Lattimore with the final hit as Jones was spinning.
Oh, my
Let's
God.
see the mark for forward progress.
Got a 4th down stop.
Close.
Oh, where that mark is, different story.
Hold on, let's see.
The
They
mark's
did
right
mark
at
it
the
a little
49,
up
and that's where
closer.
the ball,
They're
the
going to
first
probably
down marker is on the
bring
opposite
out the
side.
chain gang.
Chains are coming out.
I'm going to tell you what.
I
Malcolm
personally
Jenkins is
like
something
Week
special.
9 buys.
That
You play
play
8
is
games,
something
you get a
else.
week off, then you play another
When the
8
ball's marked, they're
games.
going to get it. Yeah. When the ball's marked, it's
Oh,
touching the
first
49,
down.
and it's first down.
Wow.
Now let's watch the replay as Sean Payton will look at the screen as well.
Take a look. Here's Jenkins going to come up and make this hit.
Terry, I'll bring you in here for
They
your opinion.
might
As you look
have
down the
to-
first down line here.
So this sideline is the best look. I don't see where he really even gets close to the
Yeah, they're going to out-challenge that.
Yard
The previous
short
play is under
on
review.
this play.
Okay, there you go.
I was stunned when I saw the ball. It is right down our line in the booth here. Sean Payton has challenged it.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio. New Orleans does challenge the play. Now, if New Orleans loses, they will be down to 1 timeout the rest of the game. Green Bay has all 3 timeouts. But if they win, they do get possession. That is a 4th down stop if they do overturn it. Refs plus Packers. Hey, that is hashtag facts. Oh, man. Michael says, get it right, zebras. Facts. All right, Mike. Yeah, hands to the face. I'll never forget that. Trey Flowers never had hands to the face calls, and he picks up 2 in the same game. Hey, that's facts, MicroMike. Aaron Rodgers must have dirt on the refs. Hey, that's facts too, Miss Johnson.
We've had a couple of looks during.
All right, let's get what the verdict says.
Here's one more. Terry McCauley, I'll bring you in as you watch this.
Yeah, like I said, Mike, I really believe his forward progress when he gets hit and starts driven back, it's about a yard short of the line to gain.
Yeah, don't get confused. The red line is the original line of scrimmage. It's the yellow line they're trying to get to.
And this is the Malcolm Jenkins hit that you talked about, Chris, that filled the hole.
Hey, come on, boss up.
Marshawn Lattimore comes around for cleanup.
You got to keep
so
it
the DBs
somewhat
PG. Come up with a big play.
We talked about defense a little bit. That was huge.
And the decision.
What's going on, Tashawn?
Minute 45 into the fourth quarter tie game. But you've been saying this, Chris, all along. This is a game you got to think about scoring points because you know the guys on the other side when they get the ball.
All right, let's see what they say. They're about to make the call.
Yep. So now we get a service break and Drew Brees has a shot. Doesn't it feel like that?
It does.
I mean, it's like you just, you win a random point and there you go.
The runner was short of the line to gain. The ball will be placed on the back of the 48-yard line. New Orleans keeps their timeout, and they have one challenge remaining.
All right.
And they can earn a third.
That is a fourth down.
About, holding serve and all that stuff. It made me laugh. Just reminds me of Drew Brees. Andy Roddick convinced Brees to try a different sport after beating him in tennis. He was a terrific tennis player when he was growing up.
Really?
Yeah, Drew was.
Yeah, you can do everything
What's
else.
What's going on, Shane?
I feel like I kind of grew up with his kids. It's like, haven't you seen them from the beginning? We've seen them all the way along the way.
The Super Bowl picture with the oldest one, Balin, with the big headphones on. These two quarterbacks won back-to-back Super Bowls. Been around it a lot. Both desperately would love to get back. Brees from the Packers 48.
All right, Latavius Murray.
He's had a nice game.
Got about a 7-yard gain on that play.
Murray.
Good yardage. Good stop by the Packers on that, though.
It looks so easy sometimes. He really does. He thought there was going to be a blitz. They were up with that kind of look. It was a good disguise. May have fooled him a little bit. The minute they fall back into coverage, he just takes the check down. There you go. 2nd and 3.
I like these plays when Taysom Hill's over there. It's like Brees is the green dot, so Hill's over there. They kind of share the play call. And Hill's in, Brees is out.
I'll tell you what, usually Brees stays in on these. Maybe they're going to throw it here.
Sanders in motion to Reed.
Oh, fumble! Oh!
Zadarius Smith.
Zadarius Smith.
Oh! The Packers come up with the game's first turnover.
Oh my God! Wow! What a tide turn right there.
The line dance.
They got a good dance going there too. Here he comes, Zadarius right off the edge. And this whole mesh point, the one thing that is really tough about that, Mike, is that you've got to keep it in there so long, and sometimes that
Taysom Hill, that is why you will never be a quarterback.
And you can see that Taysom Hill never
just
really
gonna be
got
the gadget guy
back into his body, and then Zadarius Smith just took advantage. That was the big play we've been waiting for out of him all night.
I know that helped the Gridiron Blitz in fantasy.
Come back here to the 43-yard line of Green Bay and stay down there. So forget the run afterwards.
Mr.
But the
Rodgers says,
this was a New Orleans team that took care of the ball last year better
What's
than
going
any
on,
team
Ye?
in the history of the National Football League. They only had 8 turnovers.
Shane McLeod says need tomorrow to score about 20 more, and my matchup will be solid.
Please reset the game clock to 12:19. 12:19, please.
What if the Packers...
All right, they're going to set the game clock to 12:19.
I think it's a little different.
Lombardi hanging out over there.
Don Hudson days, slightly changed, right? But you know what doesn't change? The uniforms.
No. I love
Hey, I still got on my red shirt.
It's a game, man. This is supposed to be fun. We'll enjoy it.
So, as we mentioned, marked down back there at the 43, and Rodgers will read it and throw it out to Lazard.
All right, Lazard got it up to the 50-yard line.
Trying to fire up his side and make a big play.
2nd and about 2.
Yeah, just simple one of those Read option kind of throws enough space out there. Knew he could get it in. Malcolm Jenkins has been everywhere tonight.
You know, Chris, he never comes
I would
off
actually
the
get
field.
rid of
No,
Jameis Winston and
not just this year.
Taysom Hill.
Every year.
12 years in the league.
Go get a legitimate backup.
Snap after snap, 2,500 in a row.
What's going on, Chase?
Second and 3, Rodgers. Pressure picked up. Gets it out to Jamal
Williams.
And
Got
brings him down, but it is a
the
first
down.
Into Saints territory at the 40.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio real quickly. Appreciate the 100 in the building. If you could hit those thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. Let's see if we can get to at least 70. We are at 43 likes.
Down in the box kind
And
of guy.
we are
Typically
back
Marcus
with the game
Williams back in the
audio.
middle of the field. But he's just so good and so smart at figuring out what offenses are trying to do. And like on that 4th and 1, figuring out a way to make a play.
Rodgers trying to retake the lead. It is Jake Sternberger, first career
Sternberger got a first down.
Sternberger, Jace dropped a couple last week. He's got that one.
It's going to be first and 10.
First down.
They just have not figured this one out, have they? And there's poor Taysom Hill. He's done so many great things for this Saints team, but every time they sort of go this way, they tend to fool everybody in here, and Sternberger comes right back across the other way. But the only chance you have on that one is if Cameron Jordan can catch him and hit him coming across, but there's just nobody there, and there hasn't been all night.
Sternberger had receptions in the postseason.
I see Mike.
Regular season reception.
I'll never root for the NFC North outside of the Detroit Lions.
32. Trey Hendrickson brings him down as we slide inside of 10 minutes remaining in regulation. All even at 27.
You know, Mike, I think we should talk just a
second
second
down,
about the significance of this game. I mean,
the
clearly
fourth
these are
quarter.
two of the best teams in
Game
all of
is
football,
tied
right?
27
And
apiece.
so the winner of this game is going to basically
Saints
have the
have 2
tiebreaker
timeouts. Green
advantage.
Bay has
When
all
we start
3.
adding up who is the top seed, who's the number
Second
1
and
seed,
7.
who's the number 2 seed out there. So a very, very significant game here tonight.
They were
Ball's
both
gonna be
13 and
placed
3
at the
last year.
32
San
yard
Francisco
line.
ended up with the team with the number 1 seed because of the tiebreakers.
What's
but
going on, Trista?
year after year with these quarterbacks of these teams, it gets to December and they're
All
in the
right.
mix. Second and 7.
Whoa,
Rodgers
almost a sack.
Gets rid of it.
Incomplete pass.
Incomplete. And now it'll be just a quick conversation about where the ball landed as he was pressured and should it be grounding or not. And Aaron's in there negotiating.
I don't think he got outside
Sternberger,
the
best
tackle
name,
box here. I
2020.
think he would have been on the edge of that. Let's see whether or not. Yeah, he clearly was.
I still
there
think
was
Jake
somebody
Butt
in
is
the area,
the
so they were fine. I think they were trying to set
perfect
up a
name,
screen.
though.
There's a double-A and bonus rusher on the edge one more time coming out here.
Saw it a little bit.
You've seen it.
Yep. Pumps, reloads.
All right,
Sternberger.
Sternberg
Not going to get
got
there.
it to the 30.
So it'll be 4th
Gain
and
a
5
3 on that play.
48-yard
4th
field goal
down.
attempt for the lead.
That's just really impressive. They've got players in the A-gap that had to cover the slot receiver.
Hey, can we get
And
overtime in this
Aaron
game?
was trying to get it there, but it was just executed perfectly by the Saints that time, and it had to be.
Oh, Mason Crosby set to
It's going to be
kick.
49 officially for Crosby. We made them both.
Hey, I could use the points.
Hunter Bradley snaps at J.K.
I do
Scott
back
holds it.
Crosby. Kick is up.
49.
And kick is
It is
good.
not through by Crosby.
All right. The Green Bay Packers take a 3-point advantage, 30-27. We got 8:47 remaining in the ball game. Yeah, that's YouTube. YouTube is faster, so my apologies that the scoreboard is faster than my reactions. YouTube got to get it together. We're at 91 people in the building with 54 thumbs up. Can we get those thumbs up? Be greatly appreciated. As soon as the game resumes from commercial break, I will definitely be putting back up the audio. Hollywood 80 says Stupid Saints. What's going on, Noble and Molly? Did you bet on this game? No, I'm actually playing fantasy football, and I got Mason Crosby and the Packers defense. And yeah, the defense is not helping me out. Let me see what they got. They only got me 4 points, and it is a 10-point game. Alvin Kamara has 41 points. Malcolm Jenkins has 7 points, or 7.5 points. So I'm in a dogfight, and I got to bounce back. Wow, you got Crosby, Jones, and Lazard on your bench. Ouch, that has to hurt. Let me see in my other league. Mason Crosby has 14 points. I need to get a little bit bigger lead because I do have to face Mark Andrews tomorrow.
Drew was telling us he's coaching
right,
his
we are back.
kids, the boys, in flag football. And
yeah, I'll be doing tomorrow's Chiefs-Ravens game.
Friday, he then went to coach back-to-back flag football games. And he says he's a good play caller. Back to the stop.
All right, let's look at what they're doing. 1, 2, 3. 2 of these 3 guys are going to blitz. In this case, it's right here. Malcolm Jenkins now has to cover that wide receiver. So by the time that they snap the football, there go the blitzers, but Jenkins gets right underneath that throw, so Rodgers had to pull it down and settle for the field goal.
That goes back to what you said about Dennis Allen, the defensive coordinator. All the looks that they show.
Oh, who am I going for tomorrow?
It's a real complex defense that they run.
Yeah, wait till I see him again. He told me
that one's going to be a hard one.
They weren't going to do anything elaborate at all.
I think either team can win. But I am a Baltimore Ravens fan as well, so I am going Baltimore.
Kamara giving 3 yards on that reception.
Mike, I hope the Detroit Lions take Trevor Lawrence.
Barnes, the undrafted rookies, having to make a bunch of plays here in crunch time.
You want to take a guess on how many missed tackles that Kamara has forced tonight just in receptions?
Well, he's got 11 receptions, so I'll guess double digits. I'll guess 12.
Close, 7. But 130 yards after the catch. That's why Drew Brees keeps checking it down.
2nd and 7. 10 remaining.
4-man rush. Brees surveys, comes underneath to Deontay Harris. That's a terrific
Harris
tackle
got
by Ty Summers.
about a 3-yard gain on that play.
Well, you talk about Alvin
Kamara,
3rd down.
down.
What he does in terms of breaking tackles. Well, he has done this throughout in that class
of
2017. The rushing, but that's what you said, Chris. The broken tackles receiving, 2nd in the league since he came in.
Well, pretty amazing guy. He reminds me a lot of Marcus Allen. You know, Marcus Allen never looked like he was trying too hard. Just a very smooth, gliding kind of style. But they just couldn't get him on the ground.
No Micheal Thomas, so 11 receptions, making 12.
All right, Alvin Kamara. No gain on that play.
Sullivan, 3rd-year man from Georgia State.
That is 4th down.
Big play here forces the Saints to kick it away.
You can tell when a defense is all up in the bit. Watch the guys flying. So these guys just have to stymie these 2 blocks, and then here comes the cavalry on the outside. But if you're not hustling on defense, there's a really good chance Kamara makes somebody miss and goes. That is a good defensive stand right there.
Saints were a player shy as Thomas Morstead came out for this punt. Still plenty of time.
4th and 5.
They don't want to milk too much time. Want to get rid of it. Get their defense out there. Morstead, one of the finest in the business. Short kick here, 35 yards. A fair caught at the 35.
All right, ball's going to be placed at the 35-yard line. Saints are down 3. Green Bay with the lead and the ball when we come back from commercial break. Yeah, but the Jets don't really need the first overall pick. They got Darnold, so I don't think they're going to go with quarterback. They got to go offense or something, like offensive line, receivers, defense, running back. I mean, they need everything but a quarterback. I will keep an eye out for the New York Giants getting the first overall pick. I think it is going to be a failure with Daniel. Oh, yeah, probably a draft and trade. But I'm not counting out the New York Giants in a sweepstake for Trevor Lawrence. The quarterback for Mississippi State might be the first pick. Did y'all see him against LSU last night? I did not. I'm going to have to go look at some game film. Mike says Lions 2021 record with Lawrence.
How come the Saints can't keep up with this?
I don't think he'll play
play?
next year. I think he'll still have Stafford unless they trade him.
You tell me, Mike, which one is the run and which one is
he'll
the
work
pass?
under Stafford.
Plays that look the same, but they're different. Pass on the right, so I'll go with that one.
Clutch.
I need to redeem
All right,
myself.
1st and 10.
But that's hours and hours of work to make sure they look the same, isn't it? Rodgers firing, open.
Oh, got a first down. Whoa! What a hit!
Catches in this 4th quarter for the second
Sternberg with the first down
in College Station at Texas A&M. 23 on that one.
Just great hustle coming out of the backfield that time by Aaron Jones because he drags the coverage deep. And that allowed Sternberger
that hit was a definite
to be underneath all that coverage.
That was definitely a test for Mike.
Clean it up.
There's a huge couple of minutes for the Saints defense.
All right, 1st and 10. 6 minutes remain. Ball at the 41.
Give Aaron Jones bouncing out.
Aaron Jones to the 30, to the 25, 20.
And taking out of bounds around the 21. Marcus Williams with the stop. Gain of 19.
Alex Anzalone that time trying to come over and make the play, but sometimes those inside zone runs, you can overrun that as a linebacker as well. Just so hard, you're amped up, you want to make a play, but man, those cutbacks are killer because there's nobody left.
Yeah, the Saints need to get a turnover.
Downfield, didn't get it. Looked like it was the right call at the 22. Rodgers milks every drop off that clock. And Jones 17-yard line.
Got
pick
to
up
17.
a 5 here.
This is when it's just awful to be on the offensive side. To be over there with Sean Payton and you go, oh, man, just a field goal. Just give us one shot here to take it the distance and go win this game.
And they were going. They scored on 4 consecutive possessions, bringing Taysom Hill for that play.
We got the majority voted for the Saints in this game.
The field goal, then the 3 and out.
It's the game right now.
It's the game.
Hey, watch cross right here. B19.
All the communication they can have in a quieter dome. Paying dividends for Rodgers.
Third
Jones
down.
for a couple of yards.
Looks like
Third
about
down.
2 yards to go for the
You want
first.
to put some point number on how many points that would be? I mean, most people say 3 points, right, for home field and all that kind of stuff.
The folks in the desert do, yeah.
All right, 3rd and 3.
I mean, really, you understand why when you're listening to the communication and when you've got somebody as smart as either one of these two
4:05 to play.
quarterbacks tonight, the ability to communicate what they're seeing on the defense to the rest of their teammates is invaluable.
Oh, he got him.
Free play. He's the
Free
king of the
play.
End zone shot. Rodgers almost pulled down.
Lazard almost got the
but that's gonna get
touchdown,
another
and there's
flag down
more
there
flags.
in the
There's
end
going to be
zone.
2 flags, and this ball's going to be at the
And
1
this
yard
is exactly
line.
what we're talking about with the snap
Wow.
count. This does not happen if this is a normal crowd in here.
No way.
They're in a silent count.
Fatality.
No, Micheal Thomas is out.
He got Demario Davis twice on that snap count.
Just say the same thing.
What's going on, Mel
First
Gooley?
time, got back onside,
There are
and
2
then jumped
fouls
off
on the play,
again.
both by the defense. Offside, number 56 defense. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, number 20 of the defense. That ball's placed at the 1 yard line, first down.
Wow.
All right, so here we go. We're going to see Davis jump off, so he's got a free play. Everybody knows it. Aaron Rodgers says, oh, baby, here we go. So you throw it down, and then watch King down in the end zone just grab the arm of Lazard, and that's the easiest call ever. I mean, he grabbed it with both hands.
Super easy.
So now it's 1st and goal, and the Packers have a chance to take this to a double-digit lead. Jamal Williams is the back, takes the inside hand.
Jamal Williams.
For the goal line. And his knee is down.
All right.
Knee down. The Packers, they'll just let them milk a little more clock down here.
I was thinking the same
They
thing.
got inches.
Good news and bad news on that, right?
2nd and inches.
But you have to keep them out. Let's listen to this hard count.
Just see it.
What's going on, Chris?
He's kind of glancing over at the play clock
Says
at the
give it
same
to
time. His
Jones.
eyes go up to the right of the goalpost.
Did he almost call timeout there?
Yeah, that looks like that's what he's going to do.
Wow. If he didn't jump off sides.
It's crazy. Second and goal.
Play fake.
For the end zone shot.
Oh!
Brought down by Valdez-Scantling.
There is a
Another
flag on the play.
It is
Valdez
the
Scantling
penalties
was the
again
intended
for the Saints
receiver.
team. If they get beat here tonight, it's going to be 2 straight games with penalties.
Pass interference, defense, number 20. Ball's placed half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Janoris Jenkins
Wow.
was around it last week, twice here in the end zone on this drive.
He's in great position, really was. Little grab there.
I mean, come on. You're not even looking for the ball.
I guess they called it early. Didn't see much there on the tail end of that.
8 penalties now on the Saints, 24 in 2 games. 3 games, beg your pardon. The 1st and goal, 2:52. And Aaron Jones trying to slam it in one more time, bending his body, trying to break the plane. They say he's not down. Not over the goal line, I should say. He is down.
All right, they're calling it down.
They're also trying to say that ball came out.
Rolling on the field as the runner was down.
Yep, yeah.
Second down.
He definitely was reaching
All right,
the
second
ball
and
out
goal.
at the end of this. Whoa. Depends on when they said the forward progress was stopped. But
Right.
it did look like he extended over the line eventually.
Can't see underneath. It doesn't look like his body, the way it's twisted, is down. Meantime, the clock keeps ticking.
This is brutal. The Saints are playing great down here, and it's killing them.
And Rodgers trying to point to the official to notice Matt LaFleur, who came down to get a timeout. Is he going to try to challenge it here?
Oh, yeah.
All right, there is a challenge call.
A touchdown and 2:04 to go. Let's put a wrap on this.
The ruling on the field is that the runner was short of the goal line. The previous play will be under review.
And so we'll see if the Packers have the
All right,
touchdown.
we got a challenge. First challenge for the Green Bay Packers. Shout out to the 214. Can we get those thumbs up? Let's get at least 200 thumbs up. If you into football and basketball, I do college and pros. I do all the primetime games for the NFL. Also, I do one game on Sunday. Either it is the Fox game, which usually is the Detroit Lions, or the CBS game. I'll also be doing some NBA Finals, but football will beat out the finals. So I will not do it on a Sunday, on a Monday, or a Thursday. Just give it to them. Yeah, I mean, if they give it to them, I mean, they would have to put time back on the clock. And if they put time back on the clock, I mean, Drew Brees would have to really get something going. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I mean, he would have to score a touchdown, do an onside kick, somehow get the onside kick, and either score a touchdown or kick it to overtime with a field goal. I mean, you never count Drew Brees out, just like you never count Aaron Rodgers out until there's triple zeros. But, man, you're putting yourself in a bad position. And penalties is what's doing it. All right, we're at the weakest link commercial. Hey, appreciate that, Austin Curry.
Going on, match these two shots, because what you're trying to see underneath here, Chris, is does the shin come down before he twists the ball and extends it over the plane of the goal line?
Looks like the shin is down.
And when you put the two together, these exact replay times, you got the ball short. And that was the ruling on the field.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. The runner is short of the goal line.
All right.
Green Bay has charged their first timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
All right, so both teams got 2 timeouts each.
And at 2:04 to go, we'll have second down coming up. The Packers have been down here for quite some time.
It feels like, is this the 4th or 5th
All right, second and goal.
already?
You got 2 more tries. You got to keep them out.
This will be their 4th from the 1.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur at a half yard away from his team taking a 9 and perhaps 10-point lead and getting closer to 16-3 at the start of his head coaching career. He's brought in John Lovett. He's called up from the practice squad to play fullback and lead the way. It's Rodgers.
Oh, wow. Tanyan wide open for a touchdown.
You get to 16-3. Make calls like that.
Tanyan wide open. Unbelievable.
One of those drives when you want to take control of the game, and Green Bay does just that to go up 9 here on the Saints at the 2-minute warning.
I mean, it was just perfect. It was effectively a free play at that point because you were going to get the 2-minute warning anyway. Look at that, extend the ball out and just sold everybody. I mean, everybody was flying across.
Yeah, at this point, they got to have a touchdown, onside kick.
For Aaron Rodgers. They've scored 43, 42,
and at least a field goal, if not a touchdown for a win.
The third game of the season. So the 2-minute warning, Green Bay 37,
going on, Carter?
New Orleans 27.
Packers.
And Chris, we started from Micheal's report right at the beginning. The noise in the
What's going on,
Super
Aaron
Bowl.
Rowland?
This is what we're used to in this place. And this is what those guys are used to on the other side. You know, all the characters, the folks who dress up, players can't hear, whistle man. This is one place, I will tell you, this is the one place that I take a couple of aspirin before I do a game in here. I do, because you know you're going to get a headache. And it's been a headache for the home team tonight.
Most teams take their aspirin when they leave here. But here's the hard count. This is the one that did it. Ended up getting,
I will say,
Mario Davis to jump off twice on the same play. And then you know
there's
what
a
Aaron
few
Rodgers is
stadiums
going to do.
that get
He's going to
real
launch it up
loud.
there, and they have just made a living. I can't get over he was about to call timeout, I think.
No, you're right.
Like Lambeau in December,
and he knew he had it, and then they just, I wonder how much they practice that. I mean, they just have to assume Aaron is going to get teams to jump off sides. But the number of times he's got teams to jump off sides,
they own the record for the loudest
without fans in the stands. It is just a huge advantage for one of the guys that is the very best at doing that in the business.
Hey, they've gone to two really loud places. Minnesota
Saints
and here,
need 2 touchdowns.
And 43 and 37, and they've said, and like you said
a
about
touchdown,
Aaron, he processes
an onside
so
kick,
much
and a field
right
goal
the snap. We talked
within
about
2 minutes.
Quarantine and
well, at least kick this game to overtime
and all that stuff.
I want to see overtime. Real talk.
He said, "I'm reading a bunch of books."
This is a good game. I don't like when good games end.
This team set this record for most points in the first 3 games. He said, "I've read this book, Holographic Universe."
Oh, that's facts, Gridiron. The Detroit Lions are going to get murdered by the Saints.
That there's a giant hologram that in part has helped create Earth. I just read the description of the book and my head was ready to explode.
All right, ball's going to be placed at the 25-yard line.
He finds a way to manage it.
You know, it really
Drew
is
Brees
amazing. This game got decided
2 minutes to go
in my mind by
75 yards.
The Taysom Hill fumble with Drew Brees on the sideline. You know,
What's
I
going
mean,
on,
you have to say
Ralph
it that
Swirl?
way. And they've been very effective with that. It's been a great package for them.
I didn't see the Rams game.
But in this particular game, that was the swing vote.
But I will say I did have Jared Goff,
get some points,
and he got me a lot of points, and it was looking bad. So shout out to Jared Goff and the Rams.
25 Brees almost intercepted.
Oh, almost intercepted by.
Waiting on that one.
Who was that? I think that was Alexander.
These great cornerbacks, they're not looking at the receiver. Look at him. He's just looking right.
Yeah, that was on
back in
Jair
there,
Alexander.
Right?
Almost
Brees,
with the interception.
Oh, there's that short drop. Boom. Here we go. And if they could catch,
Play was
they'd be
intended
wide
for
receivers.
Emmanuel Sanders.
You saw Brees when Sanders was coming back. The hand signals as they continue to try to get on that exact same page. Second down, middle of the field.
Oh, first down.
Sanders has that one.
They got to hurry. They got to hurry.
You want the ball
Why
and get
are
away
they
from the official.
lollygagging?
Usually the Saints flip that ball right to the official, and they don't waste the 4 or 5 seconds they had to just waste for the umpire to go back and get it and respot it. Brees,
Kamara
46.
got about 3 yards on that play.
Orum Burks.
They don't have no sense of urgency.
Earlier on a kickoff return.
Adrian
Like,
Amos
what
is
are they
lurking
doing?
right in the middle of the field. Number 31, so you really have to watch out for those.
Appreciate that, King.
He's taking some underneath stuff here.
All right, got the first down.
The tight end out of Dayton.
All right, there's a sense of urgency.
Jared Cook, he's out with a groin injury. Minute 6 left.
All right.
And they'll kill the clock there. And just
Got a minute 5. Like,
these
geez
2 timeouts.
Louise. You got to get up and go.
Man, it's been fun watching
Like,
these two offenses, and really the two defenses.
Throw
The
a
two
bomb.
defenses
If that doesn't
come up
work,
with some special stuff here
throw
tonight
a
too.
quick
You know, it's really
play where you
become
get
that
5-10
on
yards
defense. You have
and
to
go
take
towards
a
the
few
sidelines.
shots at knockout plays.
Yes.
You
If
can't
you have
let
to
these
go in the
guys just
inside,
methodically
you get
go
the ball
down
to the
field.
guy
You
that's
have
in
to
the
take some
inside.
chances,
You
too.
call
How do you
timeout
seal
or you
those cover zero?
hurry up and clock it.
Setting up Kamara.
Oh,
couldn't
Kamara
hold in.
dropped
He
it.
was ready to
Appreciate
go with it.
that,
It's an incomplete pass. Whistle it dead with 1:02 and third down coming up for New Orleans.
All right, 3rd and 10. Appreciate that play,
I always
boy.
understand why you have to clock the ball in those situations, right? But then
Appreciate
you have
that,
one
Juma
bad play, and all of
forever.
a sudden now you're in 3rd down. And the other thing is that defenses get tired too. I always feel like that offenses are more
right,
used
clock
to
is still
sort of
stopped. We
going
got
at that pace,
102.
especially with these two quarterbacks.
Saints down
Get them on their
10.
heels sometimes, you can take advantage.
Carter. Ready, set.
The 44, Brees throws, it's complete in the middle of the field.
Got the first, no, short of the first. They got to hurry.
But you didn't get the first
I
down.
mean, call a timeout.
You have to make sure you get that.
What are you doing?
He just turned right upfield, he would have had it.
The timeout used, got to have it. 4th and 1, Brees throws, it's complete. Now take a
All right,
timeout
call
here,
the
16-yard
timeout.
line. Traquan Smith, 35
You got 2
seconds left.
timeouts.
7:27 here. Volkswagen post-game report coming up. As soon as we're done, Micheal will interview the star of the game. Jack will wrap it all up, and we'll look ahead to next Sunday night, the Eagles and the 49ers. Volkswagen post-game
Oh,
coming
got a
up
good game
as soon
next
as
Sunday.
we are done. And Chris, here is what you always talk about. They're going to go for the field goal here and try to give themselves time and a timeout and a chance.
Appreciate that, Kay.
If they can make this and recover an onside kick.
Yeah, then you're a couple of Hail Marys away and take your shots, right?
And after what we saw last week with Dallas and Atlanta, we know the onside
All right,
kick
they're
can be
gonna go
recovered.
for
You were feeling that was
a
impossible
field
for
goal.
a while. But
35 seconds at the 34-yard
we've seen a
attempt.
few. 34-yarder for Lutz. He's hit 2 already.
Kick's up.
He knocks
Kick is
this through,
good.
so it's 37-30.
They're down 7 now.
With an onside kick coming. And this has been.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I will resume the game audio so you don't miss a second of live action. But, man, they killed so much time. Like, you almost killed a minute and a half to go 75 yards, and you can't even do that and kick the field goal. Like, you got to get
Just
up and
50
go.
yards
What are you
and a
doing?
touch.
You know, that's the other thing that we were watching Devontae Adams warm up before the game, and it looked like maybe, right? Maybe. And yet, by holding him out tonight, if they could steal a win out of here and give him that extra week to get healthy and make a run, where the Green Bay Packers sitting in a fantastic position. But now you have to catch this.
What's going on,
What were they
Jefferson?
calling? I've heard a couple of different names for that
Appreciate
Dallas
that, Mike.
onside kick.
Watermelon kick, yeah.
The hypnotizer. I think that was good morning football, that one.
Well, since they've made the rules where the players have to be split up, you see the numbers have gone down precipitously in recovering onside kicks.
And again, remember, you have to have equal numbers now on either side of the kicker.
We've got 2 kickers out there. Morstead has laid it down there like that for Will Lutz. And Green Bay got to look at it. Now they're going to take timeout.
All right, Green Bay takes the timeout. Both teams will have one
Sean
timeout
Manning,
each
the
with
special
32
teams coordinator
seconds
for the
remaining in the
Packers.
ball game.
His second year doing this. He was at Vandy. He was an assistant
Appreciate that,
at Cleveland.
Gennaro.
And Derrn Rizzi, who was really good as special teams coach for a decade with the Dolphins. It's his second year here with New Orleans.
I tell you, I don't like the double hop high kick thing anymore, because I think because they don't get the running start,
What's going on,
it's
Mike?
too hard to recover. But when I saw that kick the other day and it's spinning like a helicopter out there, it takes some guts to jump on that thing and not have it slide away from you.
And you know, every special teams coach has discussed that exact situation with their team this week. This is the all-time copycat league. So here's how we're going to treat it if it happens to us.
And you'll see the guys up front here try to block so these guys behind can make the catch.
Who's going to
All right,
kick it?
the
Lutz
onside
or
kick.
Morstead? Morstead goes over to the other side here. Lutz kicks it. Trying to get out of the way. And it's like that bunt going down the third baseline. They were waiting for it
And
to
there's flags
go
on the
10
play.
yards so they could fall on it for New Orleans. It didn't. Went out of bounds. And that should be ball game.
I can't believe that thing didn't break to the left. It ended up getting up on the point of the ball And instead of continuing to break left because of the way he kicked it managed to get up on the point, and that was that.
All right, have a great night, Jorge.
Number 3 of the kicking team. Ball's placed in spot. It went out. First down.
Watch this thing. So it's breaking, right? It's doing what it's supposed to do, like the Dallas thing is supposed to break to the left, but then it's going to get up on its point and stop breaking.
It's crazy. I didn't know I was working with Paul Azinger. Now you're talking about the ball breaking. It's like a golf putt. It's crazy. Wow.
What a game. It was fun.
Yeah, we said at the start.
What a
we've
ball
only seen
game,
it
folks.
4 times before, these two future
That
first
is
ballot
game.
Hall of Famers going head-to-head. And they'll seek each other out here as it wraps up. Mutual admiration
on,
for two
Lil
guys
Zay?
who've done it in a tremendous fashion.
Yeah, the Saints, they let too much
Brees and
clock
Rodgers.
off. I mean, when you have a possession, you only have 2 minutes.
Green Bay Packers
You got to hurry. You got to have that
3-0,
sense
and
of
the Saints will
urgency.
fall to 1
There
and
was
2.
none. Like Green Bay was like, all right, beat them. Let's
They get
go.
the Lions
That just gives us the ball game.
up in Detroit next week. Meantime, the
Like,
Packers get
what's
Atlanta
going
on Monday
on?
night and then a bye week. So they
Like,
may
if I'm
get a
Sean
couple
Payton,
weeks to
I'm
get Devontae
going
Adams.
to have a field day. I am going to curse out everybody. Like, what are you doing on offense? Everybody be running tomorrow. Like, you can't do that. You have to, when you, in a 2-minute offense, okay, you're down. You're down 10 points. Now, we've seen crazy things already this season. What you got to do is you got to get up and go. Hurry up. That's why they call it the 2-minute hurry up offense. They did not do that. They didn't show no sense of urgency. Like, this is Drew Brees we're talking about. Like, if this game would have been in reverse, okay, let's just hypothesis, okay, or hypothetically too. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is in Drew Brees' spot, down 10 points. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Do you really think Aaron Rodgers is going to kill that much clock, a minute and a half, and only walk away with 3 points? No. Aaron Rodgers will get his guys to go to the outside borderline where you could get out of bounds after the catch, kill the clock, saving clock to play more downs. In a 2-minute offense, it's a game of inches with fighting time. There was no sense of urgency. Like, if I'm Sean Payton, everybody's going to be running. Ain't nobody going to be safe. You're going to run, and run. And guess what? If you thought that you were going to have a break and work on drills, no, you're going to run some more. Maybe after you run 1.5 million laps, maybe then you'll get the sense of urgency. Oh, hey, we're down 10. If we have a sense of urgency, maybe the ball can bounce a different way. I mean, down 10, it is hard to come back with just 2 minutes. But look at what happened last week. You got to have some sort of passion. I didn't see no passion on that drive. That last drive by the Saints, I saw nothing. And they only walked out with 3 points? What's going on? You can't even blame that on crowd noise or lack of crowd noise. You play in the NFL. You're one of the veteran teams. Your team's been together. I mean, granted, yeah, you're without some stars. Absolutely. So's Green Bay. Technically, it's even matched, in my opinion. And you didn't show no urgency. Crazy. But what a game it was. It was back and forth. I wish the game would have been in overtime. Just because I didn't want this game to end. I mean, shoot, give it to the last 3 seconds of overtime before we crowned a winner. You know, if the Green Bay Packers were going to win this game, let them win 3 seconds left in the overtime period. Like, that's how good this game was. But, man, Saints, I know you're going to have a bounce back. Hold on, we got Aaron Rodgers at the mic.
Kate in here, and to be able to use that hard count the way you did.
Yeah, it's a big weapon for us. It's a lot different environment than in 2008 and 2014. You know, this place is rocking all the time. I know we all miss that in the sport. You know, just the fan interaction, the energy from the crowd. But it definitely helps us out in a tough environment like this.
Well, you got some energy from your tight ends. You didn't have Devontae Adams tonight, but Mercedes Lewis, Robert Tonyan, even Jay Sternberger got involved. What were you seeing there?
Well, I think that's kind of what happened last year when Tay missed 4 games. Is we had to get other guys involved. I think they had a good plan for guarding Jonesy and Swerve out of the backfield, so we had to get Bobby and Big Dog and Jace involved. They made some big plays for us. That was important. We had some critical conversions there when we needed it to those guys, so a lot of credit to them. I thought Matt, really, again, mixed up the play calling really well. We were in a good flow. We dialed up some good stuff. Allen had a big game for us, which was really important because they really were shading a lot of coverage to Marquez. But it was those other guys, those guys who, a lot of times when Tay's working, you don't hear a lot from them. But I'm really proud of Jace, especially coming back after a couple drops, made some big plays for us. Bobby's really solid, and then Big Dog, doing what he does there in the goal line.
Well, Matt LaFleur told me at halftime that you guys were getting stalled a little bit in the red zone. It had become an Achilles heel a little bit.
What's
you wouldn't
going
know
on?
by the
She's
scoring,
bad?
but you seemed to turn that around. What changed in the second half?
Hey,
well,
great
just
win for
execution.
you.
I don't think it was anything special. They got a really solid front and a really good defense. Again, we put up 37, which is pretty amazing considering the type of squad they have. But we made the most of our opportunities. We did a pretty good job on third down. We kept drives alive. Guys made plays when they had to. Big stop for our defense there in the fumble after giving it up on fourth down, and just a couple big drives in the fourth quarter for us.
What a game. Both teams back and forth. Aaron, congratulations.
Thanks, Micheal.
All right, Jack.
Thank you, Michelle.
All righty. That was Aaron Rodgers. Appreciate that, Miss Connie. Says, Trucks, your beard is 10 times better than Rodgers. Appreciate that. I did do it all myself with the faded beard and all. Miss Johnson says, I love you, ISN. But if we lose to the Lions and go down 1-3, Trucks, I'm going to put on an Arizona shirt. Jesus, take the wheel. Hey. I got one right here for you, Miss Johnson. I got you right here, Miss Johnson. Hashtag Red Sea. She's Bad says 3-0 feels great. Yeah, I definitely think I'm a Detroit Lions person. I definitely think the Green Bay Packers are going to win the North yet again. I mean, they deserve it. They're actually playing hard. They're playing hard 60 minutes, giving your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, time to make the plays and the proper plays. That's winning formula, folks. That is a winning formula. You keep the game close. You give your quarterback time to have the play develop and get it to your guys that are going to make plays. It doesn't matter what the name is on the back of your jersey. Doesn't matter what kind of recruiting you was coming out of college. It doesn't matter what draft pick you was, because guess what? Aaron Rodgers has only 2 passes to a first-round draft pick. And that came in tonight's game. So, it doesn't matter who's on the back of the name that's on the back of the jersey. You play hard for the team. You give your quarterback time to get to the play develop. And when you get the ball in your hands, that's 6 points. Because Aaron Rodgers is going to lead you to 6. I mean, granted, the refs do help. But, I mean, for Saints or anybody that plays the Green Bay Packers, in order to kill the mindset of the refs dictate the game, this is what you got to do. Take care of your job. Appreciate that, King Caleb. You take care of your job. Handle the things that you are able to control. When you do stuff like that, it makes the refs swallow the whistle. Now, granted, the refs was a little flag happy today, but the Saints still killed themselves. They still... That's an issue I have with, like, a lot of these teams. Like, let's go back in time. Super Bowl 43. Everybody remembers that as the Santonio Holmes catch in the end zone with the twirl. He got his feet down and got out of bounds. It was Steelers and Cardinals. That was the Super Bowl. Everybody thinks it was that one play that got the Steelers the Super Bowl, when all game long, Santonio Holmes was getting wide open. There was boneheaded penalties. There was this. There was that. It wasn't just that one play. And that's the thing that I don't get with today's NFL. Everybody's like, oh, the refs did this. The refs did. No. Take care of the things that you're supposed to take care of. If that's your man, guard that man. Use your feet, not your hands. You use your hands after 5 yards. It's a flag. What are you doing? And I don't care if it's against the Green Bay Packers or if it's against, let's just call it like it is. Or if it's against the Detroit Lions. Even though, yes, the Detroit Lions will never get no calls. We are a disgrace to the NFL. Let's just clear that up right now. But even still, you take care of your job, you use your legs, not your hands, and you play smart football. You do that, I guarantee you're going to win. Even if it's a close game. But if you're down and you have 2 minutes to get the job done, you got to have a sense of urgency. You got to have that killer mentality, so to speak. Like, okay, yeah, my hands are tied behind my back, and I got, not a whole lot of time to make something happen, but let's go make something happen. I didn't see that on that last drive. It's crazy. Like, this is Drew Brees we're talking about. This ain't no, let's just say Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Like, we're actually talking about 2 Super Bowl winning teams going at it. You have the Green Bay Packers that's won a Super Bowl and won numerous Super Bowls. You've had the New Orleans Saints that's won a Super Bowl. They're going at it. Like, this ain't the first rodeo. What are you doing not having a sense of urgency? I don't care Micheal Thomas wasn't playing. I don't care that Devontae Adams wasn't playing. I don't care about the stars not playing. You got to take care of your job. That's what these players are getting paid to do. Like, if I'm the general manager or a head coach, one, you're probably going to get a $5,000 to $10,000 fine. 2, you're going to be running your tails off for at least 2 practices. And 3, if I don't see effort in those 2 days of running, we might not practice. It's just going to be a running session. Every time we got to go to practice. Film study, guess what? Go run. Because guess what? You give me that effort ever again, you're gone. And it doesn't matter who's on the back of that jersey. If it's Drew Brees, if it's Tom Brady, if it's Joe Lombardi, it doesn't matter. If it's Vince Lombardi even, I don't care. You got to give effort for 60 minutes. Have that sense of urgency where if you're going to go in lollygag, guess what? I could go put a person that's getting paid half your pay scale, if not even a third of your pay scale, and they'll get the job done. Why? Because guess what? They're fighting for their careers. They're not just fighting for the next game or maybe just to sneak into playoffs. No, they're fighting for something way more. It's called their job, their career. Because some of these guys, you're here today, you're gone tomorrow. I mean, it's shocking. Like, I've never seen a Drew Brees led team not show a sense of urgency. Like, I think I'm just in shock about that. You know, I mean, sometimes you just got to say, hey, I'm getting paid to do this. I don't care if I want to be here or if I don't want to be here. I don't care if I'm 0-16 or 16-0. I mean, prime example, look at the New York Giants that year that the New England Patriots were 18-0. And they were in the Super Bowl. Nobody gave the New York Giants hope. But guess what? They said, no, you know what? I'm going to do my job for 60 minutes. Whatever happens, happens. Win, lose, or draw, whatever happens, happens. If it means the Patriots are 19-0 and we get eliminated in the Super Bowl, so be it. But guess what? I'm going to play hard for 60 minutes. I still want to see Larry Fitzgerald in a Super Bowl. Arizona Cardinals has actually failed them. They've gotten that man to one Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, prime example. As bad as he is, and I'm talking about being a bad man, he only won that one Super Bowl. Brett Favre, one of the living GOATs, only got one Super Bowl. Like, you don't ever get a second chance like that or a third chance. Like the streak that, you know, a Ben Roethlisberger or a San Francisco 49ers or your Green Bay Packers of, you know, back in the days, or the New England Patriots, like, you don't get these opportunities like that. You take care of your job every single day, and guess what? Everything else will take care of itself. You know, look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and no knocks on Rick. You know, they're going to be in a Super Bowl very shortly. I don't think it's going to be this year. Possibly it's going to be next year. But they've been to that one Super Bowl and won it. You know, and that should have been Tony Dungy's Super Bowl. But he wasn't there. And what did they have to do? They said, well, we have a new coach. We still got to take care of our job. Whether we like our coach, whether we don't like our coach, we still got to be professionals and take care of the job. They went to the Super Bowl. They took care of their job. They won a Super Bowl. Take care of your job for 60 minutes, 16 games. And when you go into the playoffs, or if you miss the playoffs, you know where to work on and where you got to improve at. Drew Brees. I mean, come on, man. If you're a first ballot Hall of Famer, I mean, where's the sense of urgency? Like, this is the National Football League. 1 minute you're down 20, the next minute you come back. People are talking about it for 20 years. This is the National Football League. Otay, you guys don't suck. You guys don't suck. I mean, take this as a learning curve. Go into next week against my Detroit Lions and shake it off. That's what normal teams do. They come to Detroit and shake off whatever ill will or ill feelings or whatever that they had heading into that game. You know, yeah, you guys went down, 2 games now? You guys are 1-2. You come into Detroit, shake it off. Get back on track. Get back on track. Does it hurt not having that second option outside of Micheal Thomas in that run or in that passing attack to help an Alvin Kamara so he's not being the every second person? Like, outside of Alvin Kamara, I don't see nothing special on the Saints offense. This is the time, especially against the Detroit Lions, where you can get back on track. Find that second person now, and then guess what? When Micheal Thomas gets back, hey, he even has some help. So then guess what? Now, instead of just 2 people that they got to worry about, well, guess what? Now you got 3 or 4, maybe even a 5th option. And you start being able to get in a rhythm. And I think that's one thing that coronavirus has hindered is there's a lack of fans. So you won't be able to, like Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford needs the crowd noise to kind of get himself hyped. There is no crowd noise. That's an issue. You know, so yeah, Taysom Hill did hurt you guys today. I wouldn't say he can play quarterback better because we have never really seen him play an actual, like, when I see Taysom Hill in the game, it's a run. Taysom Hill's going to run it or he's going to catch it. It's either he's going to run it or he's going to catch it. I don't see Taysom Hill throw it. I need to see Taysom Hill throw it if he's going to be in the quarterback position, especially if Drew Brees is out on the sidelines. Because guess what? When you do that, now you open it up to where if you need to run it, now teams are going to be like, well, is he going to pass it? Is he going to catch it? Is he going to throw it? What is he going to do? I'm on my toes. Guess what? When I got a player on their toes offensively, I'm going to expose it. I'm going to expose it, and that's going to be a first down or a big chunk yard play. Maybe even a touchdown out of it. Because guess what? You got the defender guessing. I used to hate, as a corner, when there was a guy that used to do multiple things. Why? Because I always had it, okay, what is he going to do? Is he going to catch it as a wide receiver? Is he going to do a jet sweep where he's going to be a runner? Is it going to be a flea flicker? What is it going to be? Is it going to be, where the wide receiver is going to throw? Is it going to be quarterback? Like, I had to make sure I'm guarding him properly to be in great position. Taysom Hill could be that guy where you have the opponents guessing on what they're going to do. And when they got a person guessing, they're good as fried chicken. They're going to get barbecue chicken alert. Because guess what? At the end of the day, I got him second guessing himself. He's backpedaling. I can juke him. I could do this. I could toy with him. And that's where the big plays will come into play. I have a funny feeling that the Saints will get back on track come next week. But the time for winning starts now. You're 1-2. You got to start winning. The time to win is now. As for the Green Bay Packers, continue what you're doing. You're the leader of the NFC North. I believe right now you are in sole possession. I don't know what the